Okay, so we're diving into some pretty intense stuff today.
Yeah,
We're talking about Southern California wildfires.
right. Give everyone a little bit of a better understanding of what's going on.
Absolutely.
So I was reading about this one fire that just ripped through like 14,000 acres.
Wow.
And it's like, I mean, can you even imagine 14,000 acres? That's
Yeah.
just, it's mind-boggling.
Hard to fathom that scale for sure.
It is. And the
Yeah.
thing is, it's not just like, a regular fire.
Mhm.
It's like these things are fueled by these crazy Santa Ana winds.
Oh, yeah, the Santa Anas are notorious.
Yeah, I mean, it's like someone just pointed a giant hairdryer at the whole state. It's a pretty apt description, actually. They really do act like a giant hairdryer.
Yeah.
Those winds start inland in the Great Basin, where there's this high-pressure zone.
Okay.
And as the air rushes towards the coast, it gets squeezed through these mountain passes and canyons. And that compression just supercharges it. It heats it up, dries it out. And by the time it hits the coast, you've got these incredibly powerful gusts.
So it's not just hot air. It's like
Oh, no. It's like a
flavors of the
blast
wind.
furnace
a
almost.
dry air.
We're talking wind speeds that can reach 70 miles an hour, sometimes even higher.
Seriously.
Yeah,
Which
I
is
mean,
insane.
it's
Yeah.
enough to turn a tiny spark into a raging inferno in no time.
And then on top of that, everything is so dry out there,
Oh, absolutely.
you know? Like I was reading how Southern California gets most of its rain in the winter,
Right.
which, makes sense. But then all that rain leads to all this plant growth.
Yeah, you get this explosion of greenery in the spring.
Exactly.
And then summer hits, the sun beats down, and all that lush vegetation just dries out completely.
It's like kindling, just waiting to go up.
Yeah, it creates this perfect recipe for disaster.
It's really scary.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we're seeing this happen more and more often, not just in California,
Right.
but all over the world.
Absolutely. This isn't just a California problem anymore. Wildfires are becoming a global issue.
Yeah.
They're burning hotter, they're spreading faster, and they're happening more frequently.
So it's like, what can we even do? I mean, is this just the new normal? Are we just supposed to sit back and watch the world burn?
Well, I mean, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? But the good news is that it's not all doom and gloom. There are things we can do.
Okay.
The research you pulled actually talks about shifting from a reactive approach to a proactive one. Instead of just waiting for the next fire to erupt, we can actually take steps to prepare and prevent.
So it's about being proactive.
Exactly. And it all boils down to three key areas: fire-resistant construction, smarter land management, and making more sustainable choices.
Okay, so let's break those down. When you say fire-resistant construction, does that mean like we all have to live in concrete bunkers?
No, not at all. It's not about building fortresses. It's more about making smart choices with materials and design.
Like what kind of stuff?
Well, for instance, instead of using regular wood for framing, you could use fire-retardant treated wood, or you could opt for a fire-rated roof.
Okay. Yeah.
And even something as simple as covering your vents with fine mesh can make a big difference.
How so?
Well, because those tiny embers that fly through the air during a wildfire, they can actually get sucked into your vents and start a fire from the inside out.
Oh, wow. So it's not just about like the big structural things. It's also about these little details.
Exactly. It's all about layers of protection.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So what about the second one, smarter land management? What does that even mean?
Well, this is where we start thinking about the bigger picture. You know how we manage the land around us can have a huge impact on wildfire risk.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that's been proven to be really effective is using controlled burns.
Controlled burns. Isn't that kind of counterintuitive, like setting fires to prevent fires?
It sounds crazy, but it actually works.
Yeah.
By carefully burning off sections of overgrown vegetation in a controlled way, we can create fire breaks and reduce the amount of fuel available for a wildfire to feed on.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And another important aspect of land management is creating what's called defensible space around homes.
Defensible space. What's that?
So basically, imagine your house is in the center of a circle. Within a certain radius of that circle, you want to clear away any highly flammable vegetation like dry brush and trees that are too close to the house.
Oh, so it's like creating a buffer zone.
Yeah, exactly. It's like building a moat of safety around your property.
That makes a lot of sense.
Right.
Okay, so we've got the building materials and the land management stuff. And what was the third thing? Sustainable choices.
Right, sustainable choices.
Yeah.
This is all about being mindful of our everyday actions and how they might contribute to wildfire risk.
Like what kind of things are we talking about here?
Well, something as simple as being extra careful with fire when you're out hiking or camping can literally make a world of difference.
Yeah, That's a no-brainer.
Right. But then there's also the bigger picture stuff, like,
Right.
making choices that help combat climate change.
Oh, right, because a hotter, drier climate just makes these wildfires worse.
Exactly. It's all connected.
Yeah.
We can't ignore the impact of climate change on this issue.
So it's not just about putting out the fires, it's about addressing the root causes.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's kind of overwhelming to think about,
Mm.
but it's also empowering to realize that we can all be part of the solution.
Right. Our actions matter,
Yeah.
both big and small.
I keep thinking about the people who have to evacuate their homes when these fires break out. It must be terrifying.
Oh, absolutely. It's heartbreaking to think about what these folks are going through.
Huh.
The fear, the uncertainty of not knowing whether they'll have a home to return to.
And not to mention the firefighters who are out there risking their lives to battle these blazes.
Yeah, those folks are true heroes. They deserve all the respect and gratitude in the world.
Absolutely. Okay, so if we could kind of boil all of this down, it seems like the big takeaways are, first, the power of those Santa Ana winds.
Yeah, they're a major force.
Second, those super dry conditions in Southern California just create a tinderbox.
Right. It's like the whole state is just primed to burn.
And then third, and maybe most importantly, this idea of shifting from a reactive mindset to a proactive one.
Absolutely. We need to be thinking about prevention, not just reaction.